Well, tomorrow's a big day, XRP Army, a huge day for anybody holding XRP, really anybody in crypto. And I want to just jump right into it, guys. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe down below if you have not already. Tomorrow's going to be a crucial moment in time, and we've got a lot of other things going on. This video is going to be jam-packed. Got a lot to dive into, a lot of things I want to address from the macro standpoint, where XRP is, what Bitcoin's doing. We've got war breaking out. Things are kind of crazy right now, but the market, especially Bitcoin, is holding up pretty well. So we're going to dive into all of it for you guys in this video. Go ahead right now. Again, hit that like button, shoot this up in the algorithm, and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on anything we put out right here on the channel. Of course, you guys can also check out my trading links at BTCC and Bitify and my trading software at XT Algo. If you guys want to level up your game, XT Algo, the trading indicator, is the best way to do it. We were printing money on XRP. Last time our big momentum up, our buy signal flashed at 55 cents. We rode it all the way up past $3. The next time it happens, you want to know before it happens so you're not chasing the green candle. So check out XT Algo, linked down below. Let me dive into this first and foremost because the Fed's two-day policy meeting kicked off today. And I want to dive into what you need to know in terms of what's going on right now. Tomorrow is the actual meeting itself. Jerome Powell will be center stage. The Federal Reserve's two-day monetary policy meeting kicked off today. And again, tomorrow will conclude. The Federal Reserve is widely expected to hold the line, and its key interest rate remaining steady is the expectation as officials wait to gauge how President Trump's tariffs will affect the economy here over time. Trump has called on the Fed to lower interest rates time and time again, but the independent central banks seem unlikely to budge or fold under the political pressure. The Fed is expected to lower rates starting in July as tariffs begin to drag on employment. So they are deliberating today, and they will make their decision tomorrow. So far this year, central bankers have chosen to keep the Fed funds rate unchanged at an elevated level. At future meetings, the Fed may be forced to choose whether to fight inflation by keeping interest rates high or boosting the economy to diffuse tariff-induced job losses. So far, the economy has been resilient against the import taxes, which economists expect to increase prices and cost jobs as well in the short term. But rate cuts expected to start in July. Money printing is obviously a potential catalyst for crypto. That is why a lot of people shifting their attention toward the back half of this year where we could really start to see some prices rise. Who knows, right? Those are just guesses, expectations. But from the last time I talked to you guys this morning regarding XRP, we are up in price. We were starting the day around 209, at least when I woke up and started the day. We're at 214 right now. Bitcoin is pumping a little bit here, up over 95K. We've got a couple altcoins, WorldCoin, Monero, Litecoin making a nice little headway here. We also have some assets down about, anywhere from 12 to 8% at the top. Caspa down 7% after their Crescendo went live, their big upgrade. We did talk about that on the channel too. Make sure you guys check that out if you haven't already. And highly encourage you guys to, again, stay locked in right now because there are a lot of potential catalysts. Now, I want to get to some other things real quick here. So let me just go to my bookmarks because I did bookmark some things that I found interesting today. Something else that should be very relevant to XRP, along with, tomorrow's meeting. There's a big update today. SEC Chair Paul Atkins will be giving the keynote address at the SEC Crypto Roundtable discussing tokenization on May 12th. That's 6 days from now. So that is coming up 6 days from now. That'll be a big deal for anything in the RWA tokenization arena. By the way, RWA tokenization market has surged to a new all-time high. That's right now, $22 billion RWA on chain. That number just continues to skyrocket. I expect Ripple to be a massive player here. I think XRP, it's kind of like their secret weapon in a lot of ways. They've got the partnership with Ondo Finance. They have relationships with a lot of the other top assets like Chainlink and HBAR and Algorand at the top. And of course, XLM going to be a part of that party as well with RWA sector heating up. This is a sector I'm watching very closely. When you go over to the RWA sector, to me, all of these are viable options right now in terms of investing. And what I'm really doing is sitting with some cash on the sidelines. And if we get a dip and we see Chainlink, Avalanche, Stellar, Hedera, Ondo, XRP, VeChain, Algorand, all of these take a dip. These are all my favorite assets to accumulate right now. These ones you see on screen on the left-hand side, along with XRP. Okay, that is a lot of I think, really undervalued assets right now on this list. Okay, that's just my opinion. I'm betting big on the RWA sector, the ISO sector. Of course, XRP would be right at the top of this list in market cap, much higher than anything else on this list. At 120 plus billion dollar market cap, big fall off from there to Chainlink down to 9 billion. But I still think a lot of these assets undervalued. Now, there are some other things that I found interesting. SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce says tokenization could transform financial markets. This is something I believe in too. And I think, again, tokenization for the big banks is where Ripple is really going to be, breaking in. The other thing that came out, early this morning, yesterday morning, rather, teachers power the future, and we're proud to support them. Starting with Teacher Appreciation Week, Ripple's committing $25 million to U.S. classrooms through Donors Choose and Teach for America, supporting critical resources and financial literacy initiatives with funding made possible through their stablecoin, RLUSD. By the way, speaking of the stablecoin, there has not been any further updates regarding RLUSD or Ripple, trying to combat, some of the rumors out there. They were trying to accumulate USDC and basically buy them out, Circle the company. It seems to be, not going to happen. But as we talked about, I think this is still a very, very beneficial thing when you look at what Ripple's plans are. They are all about mergers and acquisitions right now. Stable coins are going to be a big part of the future. I think it's going to be wrapped into when we get overall, regulation in the United States. I think stable coins is going to be the leading force. Brian Armstrong said Congress has a real opportunity this week to advance stablecoin and market structure legislation. We strongly support the Senate starting debate on the Genius Act, which of course is the big stablecoin act. And we need 60 votes to get there. We also welcome House efforts to build on Fit 21's momentum. Both chambers need to act now if we hope to pass comprehensive legislation into law before August. So a lot going on today, that is for sure. VanEck filed for a BNB ETF with the SEC. Thought that was pretty interesting. Same thing here. 21 shares filed for a SWE ETF. We know XRP has a lot of filings out there as we slowly but surely get more clarity through the SEC with Paul Atkins at the helm. I do think we'll see XRP ETFs approved at some point later this year. So that is still what I'm eyeing right now. But tomorrow, a big day for everyone in crypto. The Fed's two-day policy concludes with Jay Powell taking the stage, and expect some volatility no matter what. If you want to level up your trading game, you want to get in and get out at the right time, or get in at least at the right time to really stack your bags, whether it's XRP, XLM, Ondo, any of the top assets. Check out xtalgo.com, guys. This is my trading indicator, my software. It will help you immensely. And it's $1 a day when you use the discount code linked down below in the description. Check it out today. I appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.